Over 40 million internet users in the Middle East and North Africa region are creating new opportunities for marketeers to reach their audience in ways simply not possible before. The internet is now the main way to reach people during the working day, with most people preferring it above and beyond TV and newspapers. There are currently over 8 million people online within the whole GCC. To discuss the growth of digital marketing, we're joined now by Jassim, who is a director at PhD IQ, and he's on the line from Dubai Internet City. Jassim, thanks very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us on Inside Business. Let me ask you, first of all, to take us through what digital marketing actually is.
Digital marketing is any form of advertising or marketing communication that's delivered via digital channels such as internet, mobile, IPTV, or these days even gaming devices are getting centrally networked through a larger internet kind of an environment.
Now, who uses it and who's the target audience?
Over the last 12 years has really evolved and become almost an integral part of every marketing communication plan. So almost every form of client uses it. In fact, one of the very first clients that I worked on was a company which manufactures hammers. So if a company which gets into it doesn't get any more common or widespread than that.
How much is the digital marketing business worth now in this region?
The research which is available in this region, and the latest research study which was done on advertising spend by a company called Madar, reports that almost $50 million worth of advertising budgets are being spent on the internet medium alone. Now, what you can see is that as a total sum, it might not really look very, very impressive, but it's been growing on a year-on-year basis of at least 50 to 60% every year. So it's a very, very fastly evolving, and it is the most fastest growing segment within the overall advertising pie.
Now, what goals can digital marketing reach that other forms can't?
I guess there is a sense of substitution, like as the internet is replacing TV or replacing print, which I don't really believe is the case. What you would tend to see is the fact that anything ranging from brand advertising, anything to all the way to lead generation, each and every form of marketing communication is something which can work very well on the internet. What you can generally see is the fact that the medium is extremely interactive, which means that for a brand advertising campaign where the engagement factor is really, really important, internet plays a role there. For something like recruitment, where you require a person to be submitting his resume, again, internet is a very, very effective medium for that.
What makes digital marketing so different, and are the results for advertisers more accurate?
Digital media per se is the most effective and is the most measurable media between if you compare it to any other forms of advertising, because at the end of the day, each and every banner impression is tracked. So at the end of the day, when you do a campaign, you're completely aware of how many people saw your creative, how many people found it interesting and clicked on it, and how many people did what after clicking, and so on and so forth. So right from the beginning of exposing an ad till the end where he has completed an action, you know everything. So digital media from that aspect with respect to measurability and accuracy is as measurable and as accurate as it gets.
Do you think that digital marketing is the new giant among marketing tools, and how much of its potential is yet to be tapped?
It's a very interesting thing, because the medium has been there for the last 12 years and it's still termed as a new medium, and it's even called new media by a lot of people even within the industry. Now, what has happened is that the media has been there for a while, but it's been evolving at a much more rapid pace than any other medium. If you compare it to television or print, not much has changed over the last 100 odd years as long as print is concerned, or the last 30 to 40 odd years as television is there. But on the internet, every couple of months or every couple of weeks, there is a completely new development which really offers new challenges and new possibilities for marketers. For example, recently social media has become the new buzzword within the digital marketing sphere. Now, everybody knows that the internet, being a very interactive medium, also offers people the potential to make conversations. And brands are now trying to tap into social media. And I'm sure in the next 6 months, there would be some new development which would offer a lot more possibilities for brands to connect with users.
Now, is it best, do you think, to use digital marketing in combination with multiple channels when doing a campaign?
Our past experience has always proven that internet works the best when it is combined with other media. Like, for example, if you are trying to advertise a telephone operator or a mobile operator, then the best way to address him is probably a person sees an ad in an outdoor post, and then thereafter he comes home, he switches on his TV, he again sees a television commercial. So basically what then happens is that you build something called awareness. Now, next time when he's in a consideration stage or he's trying to know more about the telecom, the internet is the first place where he'll be going and looking for information. So he goes to Google and he searches for that particular telecom brand. So you need to be present there on the internet as well. So if you look at this, basically any consumer doesn't use just one single medium. He uses a multitude of mediums.
And just finally, Jassim, I'd like to ask you, what are the pros and cons of this kind of marketing?
I wouldn't really say that there are any particular cons. And I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. See, at the end of the day, it is a new medium. There is a fair amount of learning curve which needs to be covered, because at the end of the day, it has been there for the last 12 years and it's been growing so rapidly, which also means that as marketeers and as advertising agencies and as media owners, all of us need to sit down together and figure out what's the best and most effective way of looking at it. So one of the challenges is the fact that it's very, very rapidly evolving, and we need to learn and we need to move as fast as that. Okay,
well, Jassim Ali from PhD IQ, many thanks once again for your time.
Thank you, Greg.
Well, that's it for this edition of Inside Business. You can contact the programme directly by writing to ib@city7tv.com. But for now, from all of us on the Business Desk, goodbye, and we'll see you again soon.